So a super common question I get as an eye doctor is how to get rid of under eye bags. I bet at some point you've looked in the mirror and saw your eyelids looking puffy and you're like, why do I have these bags under my eyes? And ultimately, how do I get rid of them? And I've seen a lot of BS stuff on YouTube as well as on the internet, just kind of talking about ways to remove eye bags. So I wanted to shed some light on the subject. That's today's video. Let's take a look. Hey, what's up? This is Dr. Alan here from the Dr. Eye Health Show, helping you learn all about the eyes, vision, and finding the best vision products. If you're new here to the channel and you like learning about the eyes, seeing your best, then hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Now in this video, I first want to go over how to get rid of eye bags naturally, as a lot of my viewers on this channel and my patients in the clinic, including myself, we're not big fans of taking medications if we don't have to. But then I also want to comment on under eye bag creams and really why I don't recommend them, and then we'll comment on different surgical options for treatment for under eye bags. But first, here are a few things that you can do at home. Tip number one is to avoid high salt diets. When you eat a lot of salty food, that's going to cause water to accumulate in your tissues, leading to swollen, puffy eyes with that under eye bag appearance. It's not the true number one cause for having under eye bags, but it certainly causes this issue for a lot of people, and it will exacerbate your symptoms. And this is even the same reason why people get puffy eyelids after crying, because the salt content of your tears ends up drawing water into the tissue, causing swollen, puffy eyelids, leading to those under eye bags. In this case, for anybody with a swollen, puffy eyelid, use cold compresses. Cold compresses will help shrink the blood vessels around the eye, causing the eyelids to look less puffy. Now, of course, people have always seen these videos of people with cucumbers on their eyes. I don't think there's anything magical about the cucumber itself, maybe antioxidants, but I don't have any real studies to base that off of, and it's really probably just the coolness of having a cold cucumber on the eye that's really doing the help. At home, of course, you can do a cold compress with an ice pack, for example, a cold compress mask, or you can use something like a bag of peas, or even do the frozen spoon trick. It's really not that technical, you just want to get something cold to those eyelids to shrink them down. And then hopefully you won't have such a large appearance of those under eye bags. Now another big issue for under eye bags is eye allergies. Allergies are going to cause histamine to be released from your tissue that's going to cause your blood vessels and your tissues to swell up, become red, and you'll have that itchy sensation. Number one, do not rub your eyes when you're having eye allergies. It'll feel good at first, but really just makes things worse. Two, using a cold compress, like we just discussed, should help with a lot of the symptoms and bring down some of that swelling. And number three, there are great antihistamine eye allergy drops and oral antihistamines that can help with this. Thankfully, we have great eye allergy drops, and I've done a couple of videos on some of the best ones. You can always look those up if you want to check them out. Otherwise, the only warning I would give out about using any oral antihistamines is that they often do dry out your tissues, and so a lot of people on those medications for allergies can end up with really dry eyes, so watch out for that. Now before we talk about under eye bag creams, let me know that you're getting value out of this video by smashing the like button, because that's going to let me know that I should keep making videos like this. Thanks. Now when it comes to under eye bag creams, there are about 1 million different brands out there on the market, and I'm honestly not a big fan of them, and I'll tell you why. Most of these under eye bag creams, such as serum albumin, is a lid or skin tightening cream. And yes, some of them do work, but they're only temporary as a fix. They ultimately don't solve the issue. And most of these different cosmetics, these creams, they're not regulated. And so they use preservatives, which many of these preservatives have been found to cause permanent damage to the oil glands in the eyelids. And that can lead to not only dry skin on the eyelid, which again, the skin is very thin and delicate, and then you can end up with really severe dry eye disease. That's exactly why most eye doctors do not recommend using retinol face creams on the eyelid, because there have been studies showing that those creams can cause permanent damage to the meibomian glands in the eyelid, leading to evaporative dry eye disease. So again, I personally do not recommend under eye bag creams, but I know if you're looking for either moisturizing creams for the eyes, sunblock around the eyes, or even you're looking for makeup or something on the eyes that's eye friendly, this is becoming a bigger concern in eye care, and so some companies are researching this and coming out with products. I'll try to put some links in the video description below in case you're interested in just finding, again, something that's more eye friendly. Now, the true #1 cause for under eye bags largely has to do with changes of your eyelid skin and the fat around your eyes. The skin of your eyelid is the thinnest skin on your body, and underneath this skin is a piece of tissue which, when we're young, is fairly rigid and holds the fat behind it in place. But then as you get older, due to damage of the skin and this tissue, whether it be from sunlight or UV light exposure, due to age and genetics, the tissue becomes very elastic, which means the fat behind it starts to push and it protrudes outward, leading to under eye bags. Which makes it really tough to hear for a lot of people that this is largely due to age and there's not really a miracle cure for it. But because of these reasons, that is why oftentimes surgical correction is kind of the end-all be-all treatment for under eye bags. We call this surgery for having under eye bags called a lower eyelid blepharoplasty, sometimes referred to as a lower eyelid lift. This is where your surgeon will go in underneath your eyelid and make an incision, and they'll remove some of this puffy orbital fat from underneath that lower puffy eyelid. And they make the incision under the eyelid, that way when it heals, you don't have this obvious scar on your face. Now, of course, surgery may not be for everyone, but if you are thinking, hey, I have this, I just want to get it done, I want to talk to a medical professional about what's going on, I encourage you to reach out to a local eye care professional, especially one that may work with oculoplastic surgeons who are familiar with it, as well as helping you kind of coordinate your care. Thankfully, most major cities and medical centers do have an oculoplastic surgeon or just a plastic surgeon in general who has experience doing lower lid blepharoplasties. One extra tip I like to throw out there is about prevention and preventing your under eye bags from getting worse. I think 1 ounce of prevention is worth a pound of treatment, right? So wearing UV light protecting sunblock on your skin regularly when you're outside, wide brim hats and sunglasses are great tips to help slow down sunlight damage to your skin, because the vast majority of early aging and damage to your skin tissues, especially the thin eyelid, has to do with sunlight exposure. So hey, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I pass it off to you to let me know in the comment section what your favorite part of the video was. Is there any other questions you have about under eye bags or under eye bag treatment? Again, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you have confusion about kind of what under eye bags are versus things like dark circles, I did a video on dark circles about a year ago. It'd probably help you out. If you want to check out that video, go ahead and click or tap the screen up over here to the side, or if you just have other questions, concerns about eye care, contact lenses, glasses, surgeries like LASIK, go ahead and click or tap the screen down over here. Again, this is Dr. Allen here from the Dr. Eyehell Show. Keep an eye on it, and we'll talk to you soon.